In example 3, we want to solve the right triangle. When it says solve the right triangle, that means we want to find any missing information. So if we take a look, we're missing angle A right here, and we're missing the lengths of little a and little b. The first thing, if we have two of our angles and we're missing the third, let's go ahead and find our angle first. If you remember back from geometry, the sum of all the angles in a triangle are 180 degrees. So angle A is going to be 180 degrees minus the 90-degree angle minus the 50-degree angle, which means angle A is going to be equal to 40 degrees. And I can put that in here. Oops, that's a degree sign. Okay, then I need to find my side lengths. So to find these two lengths right here, I need to think about what I have. I can use either one of these angles, and then I can use the side which is 18. So if I use the 50 degrees and the 18, and I want to find side A, thinking of my angle right here, I have the adjacent and I have the hypotenuse. That's the cosine function. So I could say the cosine of 50 degrees is equal to A over 18. Now remember, I didn't have to use the 50 degrees. I could have used the 40. If I would have used the 40, I would have had the opposite in the adjacent, which means I'd be using the sine function. But if I go back here to solve for A, all I have to do is to multiply both sides by the 18. And I get 18 times the cosine of 50 degrees equal to A. I want to type this in my calculator. Again, I have to be very careful that my mode is in degrees before I do that. And if I multiply 18 by the cosine of 50 degrees, I get about 11.6 for A. Please try that. Make sure you're getting things typed into your calculator correctly. Now let's move on to our last one that we need to solve for, which is angle B. I'm going to use the 50 degrees again. This time I have the opposite and the hypotenuse, which is my sine. So I have the sine of 50 degrees equal to B over 18. Now remember, I don't have to use 50. I could use the angle, which is 40 degrees. Then I would be using the adjacent and the hypotenuse, which means I'd be using the cosine. Over here, though, if I solve for B, I need to multiply both sides by 18. So 18 times the sine of 50 degrees is equal to B. Plugging that in my calculator, I should get B to be approximately 13.8. So please check that as well. Make sure you're getting things typed into your calculator correctly. If so, you can move on to your homework. Otherwise, let me know if I can answer any questions for you.